Support gems are supposed to define your build in Path of Exile 2. Right now, they sometimes do the opposite. Slowing progression, punishing experimentation during the campaign and early endgame, and then becoming basically irrelevant once you're deep enough to be swimming in them. That's a problem, a fixable one, and I want to fix it. Do you, Exile? Hi Exiles, welcome to the first video in a brand new series. Path of Exile 2 Quit Moments. This is where we quickly break down mechanics that make players stare at their screens, sigh, and consider re-rolling, or worse, opening a build guide. The goal isn't doom posting, it's constructive feedback on systems grinding your games can realistically improve quickly. If you appreciate the discussion, thank you. Dropping a like, sharing your take in the comments, or subscribing genuinely helps keep this channel talkative and alive longer than my hardcore character in Act 3. So let's dive in today's quit moment in PoE2. The Uncut Support Gem Hole. We all think we know what support gems do in PoE2, but just in case you've been too busy dodging ground degens and questioning your life choices, here's the skinny in one sentence. You find an uncut support gem, then cut it by choosing a support from a menu, and that support changes how your skills behave once you socket it into your skill gem on the skill menu. Simple, elegant, definitely not confusing at all the first 3 times. All skills start with 2 sockets and can go up to 5 because grinding your games knows we can't be trusted with unlimited power. You gain sockets by leveling the skill or using jeweler's orbs. Yes, the same currency you're hoarding, just in case. Oh, and support gems have levels too, from 1 to 5. Higher level uncut gems can cut any support of their level or lower. Tier 5s are basically the endgame version of gem crafting. So how do we actually get uncut support gems, and why is this currently a big problem? Right now, there are only 4 ways to get them. Random drops in the world, aka pray to RNGesus, seeded drops from specific locations or events, quest rewards, and buying them from the currency exchange starting in Act 4, if you're in Trade League and if you enjoy haggling with that ever-changing market. That's it, and here's where things go sideways. This system can be severely limiting for players who either A, like experimenting with lots of support gems across many skills, or B, are learning players who accidentally pick supports that do absolutely nothing, or worse, actively sabotage their skill like a hidden PvP mechanic. This is bad. Like, why does my build feel terrible and why do I have 0 fixes left bad? If you burn through your supports early, you're forced to hope monsters drop more, or limp your way to Act 4 and trade your dignity for gems. If you're unlucky, this can be brutally frustrating. So, what behavior does this system encourage? Players stop experimenting and hoard supports like they're mirrors. Players immediately look up builds instead of trying things themselves, and that sucks, because experimentation should be rewarded, not punished by RNG. This issue is especially painful during the campaign and early endgame. Once you hit yellow waystones, you're suddenly drowning in level 5 uncut support gems like the problem never existed. But before that, there's a real pit you can fall into. And the worst part, falling into that pit is almost entirely luck-based. I've personally run into this once across 5 campaign to endgame runs, and it was extremely frustrating. I've also seen plenty of other players online share the same experience. You experimented, you messed up, RNG said no. What do now? Here are my proposed solutions for grinding your games. Feel free to share yours in the comments. First, for players entering endgame with a severe lack of support gems, add new Atlas nodes like Beast Residue or Gem Quarries. These would only spawn near the start of the Atlas and heavily favor uncut support gem drops with special or chest nodes that guarantee them. Totally optional, but a lifeline for players who need support gems immediately. Some could even spawn far out in the Atlas and contain a single random lineage support, similar to the lineage chamber in At-Zeri's Temple in 0.4. A little spice, a little hope. Oh, I just realized we didn't even mention lineage support gems before this. That's okay. That's not the topic of this video. Second, add a method for gem recutting or reforging. Trade 3 cut support gems for 1 uncut support gem, with the level based on your character level. For example, if you are level 55 plus, you will get a level 5 uncut support gem. If you are between level 45 and 54, you will receive a level 4 uncut support gem, and so on and so forth. The only downside is the reforging bench appears in Act 3, so it wouldn't help players stuck early, but realistically, most heavy experimentation starts late Act 2 or Act 3 anyway. this feels like a reasonable safety valve. Finally, here's an idea I don't think should be added just yet, but I'm curious what you think about it. In Path of Exile 1, certain NPCs sell support gems. Should PoE2 eventually do the same, or would that kill the sense of discovery and challenge that comes from finding and cutting your own supports? So that is the gem problem in Path of Exile 2 as it currently stands, and the end of the first episode of PoE2 Quit Moments. If you enjoy the content, thank you. Dropping a like, sharing your thoughts in a comment below, or subscribing means a lot and helps keep the channel talkative.